What up, YouTube? I am Dom Knight. This is Night Talks. We are back with another Am I the A-Hole? Been a little bit. So let's just jump right into it. Got 3 stories for you today. First one. Am I the A-Hole for embarrassing my mother-in-law in front of the family? My mother-in-law, Barbara, is a conservative woman. She tends to be very critical of me. She always finds flaws in me and is always trying to fix them. Example, her response to me dyeing my hair was that I committed a sin by changing God's choice of hair color for me. She once threw some of my lingerie out, saying her son shouldn't see them because it's sinful, but I'm already married. During engagement period, she made a weekly reminder of me to not get pregnant or else she and her family will disown the baby and cut us off. Recently, she started making comments about how bad my face looked. She kept sending me boxes and boxes of this tea she recommended since she's big on herbals and essential oils. Basically forcing me to try it, although I already told her that it makes my stomach hurt and causes me to vomit. Yesterday, I visited my in-laws alone for lunch since my husband, Tommy, had work and couldn't come. Barbara examined my face from across the table while we were eating and was like, "Oh, looks like the tea has finally yielded some pretty good results. Your face no longer looks pale and outworn like before." Everyone stopped eating and stared at me. I felt so embarrassed and quite shocked that she called my face that. I leaned back and told her, "No, Tommy's actually been helping me out with the de-stress every night in his own special way." Wink, wink. She must have figured out what I meant, and so did the others because they started laughing, and she literally widened her eyes in shock. She looked very offended, but said nothing. Just said, "Excuse me," and walked out. Silence took over, but later, Barbara called me lashing out about the disrespectful and inappropriate things I said in front of the family. I said that I was just letting her know her tea did nothing and told her the reason why my face was blooming. She shamed me for talking about her son's intimacy and said that I clearly am taking advantage of him. I guaranteed that I wasn't taking advantage, but she kept berating me, then wrapped up with a request for an apology after I offended her in front of the family. Don't know if I messed up here. Am I the a-hole for my response? Well, this one's pretty obvious. At least if you watch me, you know how I think. No, she is not. I'm a big believer in respect. Respect is a two-way street, not one. You gotta give respect to get it. And this woman disrespects this lady at any turn she gets, it seems like. We already see what kind of person the mom is here, okay? We're not gonna get into all that. Question is she the a-hole for what she said? No, she is not. The mom sat here and had the nerve to say her face was looking this way and that way and it don't look so pale and washed out and all this. I'm like, man, you could have pulled me aside and said that instead of saying it in front of all these people. And it's your in-laws, so this ain't your family. It's not like this is your mom and your peoples you grown up with. This is all your husband's people. Purely disrespect, all right? And you made a funny little joke. I thought it was funny, and apparently everyone else did too. But, this the type of woman who always has to be right and she can do no wrong. And she's one of those people who, hides behind certain things in her life that she may or may not believe in. I don't think you did anything wrong, okay? And I don't think you owe her an apology. I think she should apologize to you for calling you out in front of everybody and saying what she said. Now, obviously, this is probably going to cause a problem in your marriage. I'm sure your mother-in-law has called Tommy and, complained and all that, whatever. Tommy's going to say what he's got to say to you. You explain to him what happened. And if he can't see what the problem is with what she said, I don't know if this is the guy for you. But it seems like you already got kids and you're already married, so you're in this. But don't sucker to this woman. Don't give in to her. Don't hold your tongue to make her feel better, because she sounds like one of those people who's always been told she's right, who gets everything she ever wants in life, and she has no problem saying or doing whatever she wants to whoever she wants. Sometimes people like that need to be put in their place. So you get a 0 out of 10. I'm going to give your mother-in-law, I'm going to give her a 4 out of 10 because that was just rude. You don't say that to nobody in front of dinner and all that. So that's what I got for you. All right, next story. Am I the a-hole for honestly telling my girlfriend what I would change about her? I watched a TikTok where a couple asked each other what they would change about each other, and they both said nothing. They're both perfect, and they love each other very much, etc. So I thought, let me try this with my girlfriend. Without filming, of course. She said, I wouldn't change anything about you. Maybe I'll make you less anxious about every day, so stuff wouldn't bother you so much. It's true. I tend to be very anxious and obsessive compulsive sometimes, but I'm dealing with it. Then she asked me what I would change about her. I told her I would like her to have her old body back, meaning pre-pandemic, when she was more muscular and a little bit thinner. Also, I told her she could be less hairy in some areas, like her face and arms, and I wish her hair was more cared for. I wouldn't change anything fundamental about her appearance, maybe make her legs a little bit thinner, but all my requests are very much achievable with a little effort. She didn't seem to appreciate my comments. Her expression changed, and she locked herself in her room without saying anything. We slept on different beds, and the next day, she told me something very hurtful. She said, I don't think that your appearance is perfect either. There are some issues, but I love you enough not to pester you about them. When I asked her what she meant, she replied that she wished I followed her skincare advice to get rid of my acne, and that I would work out with her more. I told her the difference is that I was honest, and she lied. She didn't say anything, but it was obvious that she had been crying the whole night. She went to her sister's house and hasn't been responding to my messages. So am I the a-hole for being honest? This is a tough one because you were honest and you guys both agreed to this. But bro, this was almost like a shit test that you just failed miserably. All right. First things first, this was your idea. Why? I don't know why. Most guys wouldn't want to do this. At least me. This is not something I'd be like, hey babe, let's sit down and tell each other what we don't like about each other. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't request it. That's just me. Seems like something a woman would want to do, but you wanted to do this, whatever. Unfortunately, bro, you know, when you're dealing with women, there are right and wrong answers to things that may be open-ended, to things that technically don't have a right and wrong answer. You answered wrong, all right? And you hit her in some personal areas because you talked about her weight. Come on, man. You know a woman's weight is one of the most sensitive things about her. Then you called her hairy, bro. Like, that's rough. And then you said the hair on her face. It sounds like she got a mustache or something, bro. Like she doesn't shave a beard. I don't even, because I don't know. I don't think you should have said something. I mean, look, if you want her to lose weight, this is something you could have talked about in a much nicer manner. You could have been a little more subtle about it, maybe drop some more hints if this is something you really want. Because it sounds like to me, you know, now I think about this a little more, it sounds like to me that you wanted to use this opportunity to tell her the things that you aren't happy with. And if that was really the case, you shouldn't have did it in this format. You should have sat her down and had like a real conversation with her. And you could have been a little nicer about it. Like, I wasn't in the room. I don't know your tone. I don't know how you said it. But I mean, just from reading this, it sounds like you were like, well, since you mention it, you get stand to lose a few pounds and that hair, my lord, I feel like I'm dating Chewbacca. I don't know, bro. That's just how it came off to me, which it's funny reading this, but I do feel bad for this young lady because I mean, dude, this would hurt any girl. Any girl react the way that she did, especially if she really loved you and she felt like you loved her and liked her appearance. This would be a blow to anyone, bro. And I mean, sure, she may feel the way she does about your skin or whatever. She might want you to work out more, but let's keep it real. She's just kind of lashing out because you hurt her. She wants to hurt you. All right. It probably doesn't bother her that much. Are you the a-hole? Bro, I gotta give you a score. I'm not gonna give you a crazy score, but I gotta give you a score. I'm gonna give you a 5. All right, I'm gonna give you a 5 out of 10 because I just think you could have approached this way differently. I think this was the wrong way to go about telling your girl that you have some issues with her. I just don't think you should have did it this way. You made it seem like it was about to be this fun little cute thing, and it turned into a "you're a fat hairy beast" show. That's what it sounds like to her, and I think you got to be able to look at it that way. So I'm gonna give you a 5. I don't. Wait a minute. Hold on, guys. Before I fully finish this, I totally forgot. He has an update here. He has the update. I get it. I'm the a-hole. I called and profusely apologized, but she said she would have to think about my comments every time I look at her. And it's something she just can't forget. My girlfriend of 4 years broke up with me, and now I see why. Well, it's over. Okay? Totally forgot to throw that in. So it's over, bro. But now you know what not to do in your next relationship. Kind of sucks that you guys broke up over this, especially 4 years. Like, it's obviously pretty serious, but dude, you broke something in her that can't be fixed. So it sucks, bro. It is what it is, but something you're just gonna have to live with and take these lessons into your next relationship. I'm gonna give your girl, though, I'm gonna give her a 1 out of 10, just because I don't know. I think this is something that could have been worked out, but I fully get where she's coming from and why she's upset. But I'm not saying she's an a-hole overall. I'm just gonna give her a small score just because I don't know. I feel like if you really love someone, you wouldn't let this break you up. That's just me. So everyone's different, so I can't blame her. All right, guy, don't do this again to any other girl you're with, man. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. All right, last story. Am I the a-hole for not helping my sister to remove something that insults her? My sister cheated on her husband. Her husband is a restaurant owner. He has one of those quirky restaurants with funny food names. It's all like one-liners. Not a fan of it because I find it embarrassing, but the food is good. Once the divorce went through, he added a menu item along the lines of Sarah's cheating chicken ass. My sister's name is something super generic. I know like 19 Sarahs. A friend sent Sarah the menu and she was outraged. She came to me and asked me to help her take it down. I'm not a lawyer and I don't plan to be, but I've worked and taken corporate law courses and have friends that are lawyers, but I don't want to help her. In my personal opinion, she deserves this and I don't want to get involved. Only ones that would know who this is about already know the story. So there's nothing really going on here. There's no case for defamation. There are too many Sarahs. The only thing we could do is send a cease and desist letter, but that's not legally binding and it's a hassle. I told my sister so and she got mad at me and told our parents, who say that what her ex is doing is worse than what she did. Am I the a-hole? First things first, before I give you your score. How is breaking your vows, breaking your marriage, cheating on your husband, how is that better than this dude naming a sandwich after her or a piece of chicken or whatever the hell it is? How is this worse? Sarah is an extremely common name. I've probably met 100 Sarahs in my lifetime, maybe even more. It's the name you see all the time, you hear all the time. This is not like you got some very intricate name that, you know, can be linked to you so quickly. Oh, well, you cheated. You cheated on your husband. You guys were married. You took vows. If this is the biggest punishment you get out of that, I think you can suck it up and deal with it. All right. This woman sounds like one of the worst type of people to be around. I don't know. But UOP, I'm going to give you a 0. You get 0 out of 10 from me. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. Help her get it taken down. First of all, you already know you guys aren't going to win this battle. You can't prove it's about her. Sure, you might be able to, but that name's too common. There's nothing to really link you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. I just don't see this working out in court where gotta remove this sandwich name or whatever the damn food item is. It's silly, it's stupid. Guess what, honey? Get over it. Move on. He's out your life, you're out his life. Don't go to his restaurant, don't eat there. Just like your sister said, the only person or people who are gonna know are the people who already know. That's what it is. Your average Joe walking up off the street ain't gonna have no idea who Sarah's cheating chicken ass is. No one's gonna know who that is. Who cares? Let it go. So OP, you get 0. Your sister, you can give her a 6. First of all, she cheated on her husband. And then she has the nerve to get mad about it when, something was done about it. You did it. Oh well. Take that on the chin and move on. It's that simple. If you don't believe in what she's doing or what she did and you don't want to help, don't help. Just because she's your family don't mean nothing. Oh well. Family can suck sometimes. I know firsthand. I know all of you watching this have dealt with family members that suck and you don't want to help them. So oh well. Get over it, honey bear. All right, guys. That's what I got for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was fun as usual. Guys, make sure you like the channel. Make sure you like the video. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Hit the bell so you don't miss a thing. Help me hit my goal, 600 subs by the end of June. Things have been flowing kind of nicely. I want them to stay that way, so go ahead and help your boy out. I'm going to toss my social medias right there. Follow me on Instagram only if you want to. And I will see you guys later. Peace.
That's ISO? Rack it up, I got a bit of the bank to make me a safe house. Shake it up, she got her hands on her knees and she bringing the cake out. Smoke it up, I got some gas, some packs, I'm up in the greenhouse. Ball it up, I'm with the gang, we taking shots off the rebound. Fucking my post to say now, I've been humble too long, yeah.